Hey everyone, welcome to shimaflowyoga. I'm Jodi, and today is our 5th video of our 8-part series, Energizing Yoga, a journey through the chakras. So the 5th video means we're focusing on our 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. And this chakra directly connects with communication and truth. So this is a great video to do if you're finding it hard or challenging, maybe to communicate with anyone, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a friend or a coworker, and you're wanting to speak your truth and maybe get something across that you're kind of having a hard time doing, or you're feeling a little fearful because you're afraid of being judged or misunderstood. So this chakra is perfect to open up those lines of communication. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. Okay, so we're going to get started in a reclined position. So let's go ahead and come onto your back. Again, in the first part of these chakra videos, we just want to lay back and find a nice, easy position for our bodies as we start to bring attention and awareness to the area that we are focusing on. So today, for our 5th chakra, which is Vishudda Chakra, or known as pure place, the throat center. Just start to bring your attention to the area of the throat as you breathe naturally. And the color of this chakra is turquoise. So see if we can start to tune into this color, glowing, shining, radiating through the throat center. It also affects your thyroid, your jaw, your neck, your mouth, and your tongue. And this is the center of truth and communication. And when this chakra is imbalanced, we might have a fear of not being accepted, of being rejected, or being judged by others. And when it's balanced, you're authentic and true to yourself, truthful in your words. And speaking your truth, not to please others, but for yourself. Many times we have a difficult time speaking our truth because we're afraid maybe we'll hurt someone's feelings, or it's not what they want to hear. But if you speak your truth from your heart and coming from a loving place and doing so in a loving way, growth and transformation begins. So let's start to transition up to a seated position. Just Just keep your eyes closed as you come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's repeat this mantra to ourselves. I live an authentic life. I choose to speak the truth. I live an authentic life. I choose to speak the truth. So we're going to begin by focusing on pranayama. Pranayama is breath control. So our pranayama, we're going to focus on today's ujjayi pranayama. And this breath is a very strong and dynamic breath. It builds heat, but it really specifically, you're drawing the breath through the back of the throat, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to place your hand in front of your mouth and open your mouth. You're going to take a deep breath in through your mouth. And then you're going to exhale out like you're fogging up a mirror, right? And you can hear that kind of whisper sound. So you take another deep breath in, and then exhale. So you feel the heat on your palm. You feel the sensation on the back of the throat. Now do that one more time. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. And then bring it right back in. Almost like you're gasping, okay, through the throat. And then exhale out again. And inhale. And exhale. Now close your mouth. And continue to breathe this way with your mouth closed, feeling the breath float along the back of the throat. Just close your eyes. It's going to sound a little bit like Darth Vader. That's what it's going to sound like. Keep going a few more breaths like this. Really try to relax your jaw. Focus in on the area of the throat, the color turquoise, the qualities of truth, of authenticity, and communication. Okay, so we're going to slowly start to open the eyes. Now you can continue with this ujjayi breath as we move through our practice today. Most of the pose we're going to be is going to focus in around the area of the neck and the throat. Okay, so we're going to first start by bringing your hands out to the side, just touching your fingertips. And let's take the left hand up and bring it over to the outside of right above the right ear, and just gently very gently start to pull on the head, drawing it over to the left. Anchor this right shoulder down and start to open up through that throat center. And coming back to your ujjayi breath. Maybe closing your eyes here. Ujjayi pranayama is a very active and energy building breath, but when you take a moment to just close your eyes and listen to the sound, at the same time it's very soothing and calming. Good, one more breath in and slowly release. Let's draw the right arm up, same thing, bring it right above the left ear, gently pull over to the right. Anchor that left shoulder down, reach through your left fingertips. Find your ujjayi pranayama, or victorious breath. Again, repeating the mantra, I live an authentic life. I choose to speak truthfully. Good, just noticing that sensation, what you're feeling in your body as you're starting to deepen. And take one more breath in, and then release out. Go ahead and draw your chin towards your chest to open up the back of the neck. And then sweep and roll your head over to the left. And bring it back down. And then over to the right. And exhale to center. Again, inhale over to the left. And exhale back down to center. And one more time to the right. Release down, and then one more time to the left. Release back to center. Pause right here. Chin drawing towards your chest. This is a location of our throat lock or Jalandhara Bandha. Good, and then inhale, let's go ahead and lift the head back up. Okay, we're going to come up back onto hands and knees. We're going to start in a cat-cow vinyasa. We do a lot of this cat-cow in our yoga practices. It's just so good for the spine. It feels so good to warm up. So we're going to stack the wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers, straighten out the arms, but don't lock out the elbows here. Be strong in your upper body. And then lift up to your chest, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. So as you lift up through your chin here, starting to open up through the throat. And then exhaling around. Press away, dropping the head, drawing the chin in towards your chest. We're right back there to that throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha. And then inhale, come back up, open it up. And exhale, round. Drop the head, draw the chin in. Good, inhale. And exhale, we're going to do that a couple more times. So our energy locks, Jalandhara Bandha is our throat lock. We have our Mula Bandha at the base. Keep moving with the breath. Or Uddiyana Bandha at the belly. And then Jalandhara, the throat, which is really the one that is used the least of the three. But they're designed to help seal in the energy and redirect energy into the body, or throughout the body. One more inhale. And then let's come to child's pose. We're going to sit all the way back onto the heels. Okay? So bring your head down onto the mat and reach your hands back for your heels. And then start to tuck that chin back in towards your chest, right? Back to kind of that throat lock. And rest the kind of the hairline, right in your hairline on the mat. You're going to lift your hips up and then roll onto the top of the head. This is called Hare Pose. So as you notice, we're stretching through the spine, through the back, but our chin's drawing towards the chest, and we're opening up the back of the neck. Just breathing here. So think about all the different ways we communicate, right? Verbally communicating, and maybe different times you felt stuck or afraid to speak. This could just be a result of a imbalanced fifth chakra. But the more we practice speaking our truth, right, the easier it becomes. And as long, again, as you're coming from a place of love, without any intention of harming or hurting another person, then it's okay. Okay, slowly release back. Let's rise up. Okay, and then we're going to swing the feet around to the front. Okay, and we're going to extend the legs straight out. Now lean back just slightly. You're going to bring your wrists under your shoulders about maybe 6 inches behind your hips. You can turn your fingertips towards your feet or even turn them out a little bit. My shoulders kind of pull in a little bit, so I like to turn my fingers out so I can open up through my chest a little bit more. And then we're going to press into your heels, start to lift your hips up, okay? So as you lift your hips and you start to press your toes down and then take the gaze straight up towards the sky. Now, for a modification, you're going to come to a reverse tabletop, bend the knees, and then as you lift your hips, your ankles are here supporting the knees. So you're going to pull the shoulders back, okay? And take your gaze up towards the sky. If it feels good, you can let the head fall all the way back. Listen to your body, see what feels right. We're opening up. Good, keep lifting the hips. Opening the throat. Creating more space. Good, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Okay, I'm going to bring those knees back around. We're going to come back into camel. Okay, so we're reaching back up into our back bend. So you see a lot of these poses can connect with multiple chakras. It's not always just one pose for one chakra. So this chakra, or this next pose, camel pose, actually helps to open up through the heart, but also the second and third chakras. So we're going to working on all these chakras right here, second up through that fifth. But here we're going to focus in and bring our attention to this throat area. So remember these qualities, right? The color of turquoise, that ability to speak your truth, to communicate. So bring your hands either to fists. You can turn the fingers down or spin the fingers up. Let's roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, lift the heart. Press the hips forward, and if you want more, you can bring your head all the way back to open up, okay? See how that feels in your throat, in your neck. Continue to breathe. I live an authentic life. I always choose to speak the truth. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach back one at a time for your heels. And open up. Let's take one more breath in, and then exhale slowly, coming back down into child's pose. Just for a moment, we're going to release through the lower back. Now slowly rise up, and we're going to swing the legs around and come all the way back into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So as you come back, bend your knees, ankles are under the knees, feet are hip width distance, arms to your side. And let's start to lift the hips up. Okay, walk the shoulders in, interlace your fingers. Okay, and as that chin is drawing towards your chest, feeling that openness through the back of the neck, gently hugging the inner thighs together. So our fifth chakra, right, also relates to what actually comes out of our mouth as we speak. So think about, gossip, speaking about unnecessary things. So before you speak, you may have heard these 3 questions you ask yourself. First, is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? If you can answer yes to those 3 questions, and you're coming from a place of love, and what you have to say is important, it's valid. Okay, so slowly start to release down and draw your knees into your chest. And then from here, And extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. And we're going to have the coming into shoulder stand, which is an inversion, but for some of us might not be available. So you can either stay right here with your legs to ceiling. If you have a block or a thick pillow, you can elevate your hips here and rest your lower back on your block. This feels really good. Keep those legs extended up. Okay. If you're coming up into shoulder stand, okay, you're going to lift your hips, place your hands on your back, start to walk your hands up your back, maybe shimmy your shoulders in a little bit, and then extend your feet up towards the sky. So notice as the chin comes towards the chest, working through the Vishudda Chakra, that throat chakra. So this pose is a really great pose to reverse the effects of gravity on our body. Helps to reduce stress, anxiety, help with insomnia. Helps to create space through the lower back. You can stay here or coming a little bit deeper, bringing the feet behind the head into plow pose, halasana. And then let's slowly start to release out. Okay, so from here we're going to extend the legs out. And we're going to come into a pose called Mastyasana, or fish pose. So our hands are going to be to our sides. So here's what we're going to do. You can imagine you've got like a little string right at your heart center, and it's going to pull your chest straight up. So you're going to lift your chest up and then roll onto the top of your head. So you've got some support here on the top of the head. Roll the shoulders back. So you're on your forearms, on your elbows, opening up through your throat. Legs are strong and active. Press through the feet. And repeating the mantra. I live an authentic life. I choose to always speak my truth. Slowly release back out. And then draw the knees into the chest. Look side to side. Good, and then just drop your knees over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Spinal twist. And come back to center. Over to the right. And come back to center. Draw the knees in one more time. Maybe pull the forehead to the knees, the chin towards the chest. And slowly release out, extending your feet to the corners of the mat. Moving into a resting pose of Shavasana. So just bringing your attention back to the area of the throat. With your eyes closed, let's slowly come on up again to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Repeating to yourself, I live an authentic life. I always choose to speak my truth. Let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up above the head. And exhale, guide them to your heart. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. So our fifth chakra, right, about communication is not only about speaking your truth. It is really important that you remember before you speak to really think about what you're saying and make sure that your words are meaningful and kind and caring. But it's also about being on the other end and listening, okay? So that communication opens both ways. It's being a good listener. Sometimes it's not even saying anything, just being on that other end, listening, having compassion, holding space for that person. That is a big part of our fifth chakra as well. So as you move forward, just keep in mind, really focus on what you have to say to others, and let's continue to spread the love, okay? If you like this video, press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, shimaflowyoga. Stay tuned for our next video. We focus on the sixth chakra, which is the third eye located right here between the brow. I will see you then. Namaste.